Hi, I'm Tamra, and this is my presentation on Flemish Giants. So, Flemish Giants are very unique, very different animals, and it's really important to educate yourself and inform yourself on the differences between raising a Flemish Giant and raising your average normal-sized rabbit. I have seen so many people buy these animals just for the sake of their size and not inform themselves or educate themselves on the differences, and it really saddens me to see these people just raising them as regular rabbits, and these animals are depressed and overweight, and it's really sad. And I have been raised with Flemish Giants my whole life, and I never really understood the differences until I started studying it, and it's amazing the differences that there are. So hopefully my presentation will be able to educate you and inform you and possibly make your rabbit a little happier and a little healthier. And maybe you don't have one and you want to have an addition to your family, and hopefully this will help. So obviously there's the main difference with Flemish Giants is the size. An adult buck can grow to 25 to 35 pounds, and the world record is 65, which is getting pretty big. So with the size difference comes a major responsibility, is to house them. If you can litter train your animal and let him loose in your house, this is a great option. It just helps so much to have your animal have all that much space. However, it's not for everyone to have your animal loose. You can't always trust your animal with all of your stuff, and it might be best to opt out for a dog run, which is what I've done. You just purchase a wire from any pet store and set it up in a room or in a space in your house that you'd want your animal in. And it's great because they have the same amount of room to run, but they're not confined in a small cage that they just can't turn around in. So it's much better. Another option that people have is to keep them outdoors, which is okay. The problem isn't the winter, which you can always insulate your hutch with blankets, hay, or newspaper, or a space heater. The problem is the summer. Flemish Giants are very prone to heat stroke and heat exhaustion, and it can cause quite a bit of problem. Fans don't work. A lot of people think that using a fan in their hutch will cool them down, whereas rabbits don't sweat like we do, whereas fans evaporate the heat or evaporate the sweat off our skin, which cools us down, whereas rabbits not the same way. So you need something that actually lowers the temperature in the hutch, such as an air conditioner or frozen bottles of water help. So it's important to keep that in mind if you're going to house your animals outside. Flemish Giants require a lot of attention. It's kind of ridiculous, actually. It's more like having a kid. Be prepared to have to spend a lot of time with them so they don't become depressed and develop anxiety. And it's important to spend time, even if it's just sitting on the couch and petting them. It's important. They can become very destructive. So it's obviously, because they're bigger, they can do more damage than a smaller pet. So rabbit-proof your house if that's what it takes. Bitter spray helps with chewing. Getting plastic tubing from a hardware store helps with wires, because they do like to destroy those. For food, like most rabbits and most rodents, rabbits' teeth are constantly growing. Flemish Giants, because their teeth are so much bigger, they need so much more to chew on. So having sticks or tree branches, make sure they're not sprayed, pesticides, they're great. If not, getting chew sticks from pet store also works. As far as diet goes, Flemish Giants are very prone to irritable bowel syndromes, and having a food that agrees with them is really important. Alfalfa hay within the first year of their growth is important. However, it's too rich for them after that first year, after their GIT has fully developed. So switching to Timothy hay is much better than that. The life expectancy of Flemish Giants are usually 5 to 7 years, whereas with smaller rabbits, it's anywhere from 5 to 10. The reason for this is the same reason as bigger dogs have shorter lifespans than smaller dogs. It's the health problems that come with having a larger body. So keep that in mind when you purchase your animal, that they won't live as long as a smaller rabbit will. So some of these differences can create a lot of problems. For example, obesity. We all know that there's a lot of problems that come from obesity. Diabetes, cardiovascular problems, respiratory problems, disuse muscle atrophy, even from keeping them contained, which is the shrinkage of the muscles. It can just, keeping them contained and not giving them the room to run can cause a lot of problems. Heat stroke and hypothermia from keeping them outside. It's really important to keep an eye out for abscesses on your animal. The face, the shoulders, the limbs. These are major parts that are affected by abscesses. So it's really important to keep an eye out for that and to go to your vet often and have them checked out. Feeding the wrong food can decrease their lifespan tremendously, and it's really sad to watch an animal's life quality go down because of the food they're eating. So make sure that their vitamins and minerals are on par with their nutritional guidelines, and go to your vet to make sure that it's appropriate what you're feeding them. So other than those, Flemish Giants are great pets. They're amazing with children, and they're great with other animals. And I used to take my bunny Fred out to onto birthday parties and school events, and he used to come in with me to the pet stores and see all the dogs, and he's great with that. Flemish Giants are so affectionate. They always want to cuddle and they always want love. And I mean, if that's the kind of person you are and you want a pet that wants to love you, Flemish Giants are just great. They're smart. They're so smart. They're easy to train. And I had a Flemish Giant and I had trained to go down 2 flights of stairs to go to the bathroom and come back up. And he would sleep in bed with me, and he was my best friend. They're so smart and they're so good. A lot of people have described Flemish Giants as a quiet dog and an affectionate cat, which is somewhere in the middle between a dog and a cat. So if you're not ready for the commitment of the hard work of a dog and you want a more loving animal than a cat, these guys are great. So in conclusion, it doesn't really matter who you are. These animals are great for you. They're great for your kids. They're great for your other animals. Keeping up to date with breeders and vets and on more information, as information changes and there's always new stuff out there to learn. And it's just so important to keep in touch with what's new and what's out there. And, a healthy, happy pet can lead to a really rewarding life. And it's so rewarding to have raised a wonderful, happy pet. And yeah, I wish you all the best with your endeavors and in your Flemish Giants. And me and Fred will say bye. Say bye.